Hey guys, this is AuspiciousAussie, and welcome back to another Real Madrid Galácticos series episode. This is the start, episode 1 of season 2, and we've got a little bit of stuff to get through. I've played a few games, and I'm not happy with it at all, to be honest. Let's get into transfers first, before I, center, history, before I get into the depressing factors so far. As far as our outs, we let go a few of the Castilla and C team? C team players. Javier Acuna, never really looked like much of a player. 23 years old. Just let his contract run out. Same with Thomas Meas, goalkeeper, and Juan Fran. He looks decent, but definitely not up to standard for the first team, so he left on a free. Josep Sene as well. He's been picked up by Cartagena. Good for him. We then let Raul de Tomas. We sold him to Valencia for 250k. Christian Benavente is out on loan to Tenerife, and his contract will expire at the end of the season, and he will be let go. We then let Diego Lopez go on loan to Celta Vigo. I tried to sell him, but nobody was really that interested in him, as he didn't really play many games last season. I then ended up selling Arbeloa, as I already arranged a new right fullback to come in, who I think is a lot better than him, and definitely has the potential to be a lot better. But Inter Milan decided to come in with a 19.5 mil offer, not all up front. I think it was only about 6 million up front. But still, that's good money for a 30-year-old, and his value's dropped down to 14 now anyway. He's great defensively, but he just does not have the pace or very good attacking stats, really, that I want from my fullbacks. The next player we let go was Pedro Leon. Tried to sell him again, same case as Diego Lopez, but no team. Well, Wolfsburg came. Oh, was it Wolfsburg or was it? No, Werder Bremen. Sorry, Werder Bremen came in with an offer. He declined their contract, so I had to send him out on loan. And Inter came in, 110,000 a month loan fee with a 5.25 million buyout clause at the end of his loan. And then we let 2 more youth players go out on loan. Derek to Alaves, and Xavier Carmona, the right fullback, out to, I don't even know how to pronounce that name, Guiello, I don't know. And then the Inns didn't really spend too much money. Wanted to see how the team performed, and really they haven't performed very well. Of course, transfer window is now shut. That's why I'm doing the video today. You guys might have seen it in one of the previous episodes. I set up a deal for Danny Carviol to come in. Carviol from Leverkusen. Brought him in for 5.275, and I think he's a lot better than Arbeloa. He's got great pace. I mean, great agility, determination. I mean, all his mental attributes are really good. His attacking attributes aren't that great. Neither are his defensive, but he's only 21, so I think he does have a lot of room for improvement. We then brought in a backup goalkeeper, as I wanted to get rid of Lopez, but that didn't really work out. And I brought in David Espina from Nice on a free transfer. 25 years old. It's pretty decent. It's just got decent stats all over the board. Eccentricity is a bit high, but for a backup he's alright. We then brought in Imanol Berbel from Celta Vigo for 3 mil, youth player. New striker. As you can see, 17 finishing, 16 composure already, and his pace is pretty decent. I think I might have shown him in a previous episode as well, but he looks like quite a good poacher. I think I do have him currently training on quickness. Yes, I do. So 4-star potential, pretty good for 3 million, and he's Spanish as well, so that's another positive. And the final player I brought in this transfer window was Pascal Thomas, Belgian player from Bruges, central defender, looks pretty decent, 190 centimeters, great heading, decent jumping, strength's a bit low, but that can be worked on, of course. Can also play right back if needed, but I doubt that'll be happening too much. Um, Needs a little bit of work on his defensive attributes as well, and I think he could become quite a decent player once I get someone to tutor him. So that's all the transfer activity that has happened. Of course, I've set up a couple more deals, but I won't get into those as they won't be at the club until maybe 2 seasons time. One of them's two of them are actually really impressive youth players, and we'll get into the fixtures now. And start with the friendlies. FC Copenhagen 3-2 at home. Ronaldo, Costa, and Higuain. And for Copenhagen, it was Bertelsen and Jensen on the score sheet for them. And then faced fellow Spanish opposition in Mallorca. Managed a 2-2 draw, pretty disappointing, but I did make a new tactic, and I think I tested it out this game. Maybe not. Ronaldo and Sergio Ramos for us, and Arismendi and Rafa for Mallorca. We then faced another Spanish opposition, as I wanted to try and get a bit of a better foothold of how we're going to face up against other teams in La Liga this season. We managed to beat Sevilla 2-0, pretty impressive, over quite a decent team. I'm not sure if this was their first team, but Douglas Costa in the third, Higuain in the 25th to give us the victory. We then went on our South Korean tour. First up was Jeonbuk, beat them 2-0. They did get a player sent off. Varane and Modric on the score sheet for us. We then faced Busan and managed a 4-1 victory. Di Maria getting sent off in the 90th minute was pretty funny as well, considering he did get on the score sheet twice. Ozil also joined Contral on the score sheet, and Moon Kyung-min for Busan got a consolation goal. And then came our final friendly game, which was, I was expecting big things after being unbeaten throughout the start of the pre-season. And we had Tottenham at White Hart Lane. And they absolutely smashed us. As you can see, Yunus Kabul and Kyle Walker absolutely trounced our attackers, completely shut most of them down. Modric in the 4th minute, I thought when we scored this goal that things were looking up, looking good. And then Gareth Bale scored. Jermaine Defoe then scored after to give them the lead. Douglas Costa replied 4 minutes later for us, so it was 2-2 at this stage, and I thought, oh yeah, we might be able to sneak a goal. Doesn't really matter, 2-2, I'll take it, to be honest. Moussa Dembele in the 69th, and then a kick in the teeth in the 92nd minute. Yunus Kabul off a corner. It was really disappointing, and I think it might have affected our start of the season. Of course, we did finish 4th at the end of last season, losing out to today's opposition, Levante, and that made us start the Champions League in the best place playoffs, and we drew Dynamo Kiev, which are a pretty good Ukrainian team, and at the Santiago Bernabeu, we only managed a 2-2 draw. And Higuain picked up a brace for himself. Mehmedi and Crenshaw, everyone will know Crenshaw, managed to level up against us. Actually, they had the lead. That's how poorly we played, except for like Ramos and Higuain. Alonso picked up an injury right at the end of the game as well for 3 months. So looks like it's going to be one of those seasons again, and we're going to have to absolutely buckle down and try and scrape out some results to at least put up a fight against Barcelona. We then faced Barcelona actually in the Spanish Super Cup first leg, and it finished 0-0. Pretty exciting game actually. There was a lot of highlights. Higuain picked up an injury, is out for just under 2 months. So yeah, it's really starting to repeat last season. Cesc Fabregas, former Arsenal player, picking up man of the match in that game. And the next leg's actually not for ages. It's not for like until the end of this month actually. And then we faced Dynamo Kiev, and as you can see by that result, we were knocked out of the Champions League before we even got into the group stage. We didn't even make it. Casillas' own goal in the 16th minute put us behind, only for Ozil to get an equaliser for us. But of course, conceding the 2 goals at home did cause us to crash out of the Champions League in what is arguably one of the most disappointing results I've ever had for a team of Madrid's quality and standing in world football. does mean we are currently in the Europa League group stage, which is, we do have quite an easy group if you look at it. We've got Standard, PAOK, and Vit Gormares, and we should be winning this group with ease, to be honest. It's going to be good. Hopefully we'll get to play some of the younger players, maybe give the 2 youth players I bought in pre-season some first-team game time in this competition. But I definitely want to progress, and if not win the whole competition. That's how serious I'm going to be about it, while giving these younger players some game time as well. So that's about it for this first episode of Season 2. If you have enjoyed it, and enjoyed hopefully where we're going, despite the disappointing start to our Champions League, well, to the end of our Champions League campaign, give the video a like rating, guys, if you could. Tell a friend, share this video on Facebook, whatever. Just try and get some other people to be interested in it. If you could, that would be great. And if you haven't subscribed, guys, head over to my channel, or just go down below and click that subscribe button, and you'll keep up to date with all the future updates. As far as the next episode goes, I'm thinking about actually doing a live com for this Barcelona game. Of course, it's pretty even. I mean, we have a good chance to actually win the Super Cup this year, which would be a real positive considering what's happened so far. So yeah, maybe leave a comment in the comment section down below if you would like to see that. If not, maybe leave a comment saying we'd just like you to go up until January or February for the next update. So yeah, guys, I've been AuspiciousAussie. Hopefully you have enjoyed the start of the second season with Real Madrid, and goodbye. See you on the next episode.